Stop recording.
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Thomas and Haley Show. Normally, we do the Thomas and Haley Show at 2 o'clock, but just for today, we're doing it now because Haley's doing the general topics today. And that means that she has to get her stream set up. So I figured we'd just do it now. Okay, so Thomas, Nikki, and Haley here. Haley and Nikki are on FaceTime. And in this video, we're going to talk about stress, how we cope with stress, and how you can cope with it. And we're also going to talk also about depression, how some coping strategies to cope with it. And we'll also give you guys some suggestions on how you might want to cope with it. So let's start with stress. So for me, when I'm stressed, sometimes I cope with it by sleeping or I listen to music. But that's how I cope with it. Now, if you're stressed out about something, you might want to try listening to music, or maybe hanging out with your friends, or if you have a significant other, spend time with them, because that actually is all those things the things I just mentioned are actually stress relievers. Music is definitely a stress reliever for me. So you can try those things. What about you guys now? When you're like, for example, when you're stressed out, Nikki, what do you do to cope with it?
Well, I might listen to music. I might talk to friends or family. I might listen to an audiobook. I might sleep. I might pet my dog. I might go on a walk if it's decent out.
Haley, poor connection. Button. Outdoor.
All good ways to relieve stress.
Okay. Now, for the viewers, do you have anything that you might want to suggest in terms of maybe suggestions on what they can do to help them relieve stress or to cope with stress?
I would suggest those ideas.
Okay.
And I'd also suggest, if you have a bathtub, you could take a bubble bath or a bath. When I had a bathtub, I used to like to do that if I was stressed. But I do not have a bathtub anymore, so I can't do that one.
Okay. Okay.
I just have a shower, so.
Okay.
Haley, button.
Even sitting
Outdoor.
in a
Haley,
shower with some
button.
nice hot water
Outdoor.
can help you too.
Haley,
So.
button. Speech
It's
off.
not as relaxing, trust me.
Well, it depends on the shower. And it depends on the person.
Well, for me, it's not.
Okay. All right. What about you, Haley?
The way to do this with mine, for one thing, when I'm like upset or angry about anything, whether it's at someone or something, I just don't speak, because that prevents me from like cussing someone out, whether it's the right person or the wrong person, because I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, and normally I yap. So if I don't speak, I have the problems. So of course I don't speak, and I would just like try to think about something else. Whether if I'm stressed out or if I just want to like just do this because I want to, I'll write songs. I'll do my story writing, my play script writing, just to get my mind off things.
Yeah.
And again, if it's something that I need to talk to someone about. I've been not speaking to anybody for a while.
Yeah.
So that's basically my stress. And that's the same thing when it comes to like taking a test or whatever. Like I stress out terribly when taking a test.
Oh, really?
Because for a certain time, so I'm like, time I gotta pick an answer, just go. Or when I studied, like right when I test, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I studied this stuff that. So,
All right.
that happens all the time with tests. So.
Okay. All right.
It
Now.
happens all the time. I don't know why.
Okay. Very good. Now, talking about depression now. So I very rarely see. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a very happy person, and I rarely get depressed. But when I do get depressed, I just like when I'm stressed out, I sleep sometimes. And sometimes I will talk about how I'm feeling if there's someone who I can talk to about it. Because I'm someone who likes to express I like to express how I feel. I like to talk about how I feel. And I like to talk about my feelings. If there's no one to talk to, then I maybe will read an audiobook or listen to music, or go use my leaf blowers, my 2 leaf blowers, or my weed whacker. That's something that I do. What else? Maybe I'll call these two, meaning Haley or Nikki, or I just those are some ways how I cope with being depressed. But sleeping is definitely something that I do, though, when I'm depressed. What I would say for coping mechanisms, I mean, similar things to stress, like you can maybe I suggest, like, if you have a significant other, you could try to, like, you can talk to your significant other about what you might be depressed about. You can also do what they call positive affirmations. You can even listen to ASMR videos on YouTube. Positive ASMR videos, I should say. You can call a friend, or you might want to call a friend to tell them how you're feeling. Music, you might want to, listen to music to cope with your depression. All right, Nikki, what about you? Any, like, you
I tend to withdraw when I am going through my depression.
Mm-hmm.
And I tend to sleep a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find that sleep is definitely a good escape route. Because then if you're sleeping, you don't have to think about what you're depressed about.
I'm sorry. I thought Nikki was still talking. What was the question?
No, I was asking Nikki.
I sometimes listen to music or listen to audiobooks.
Okay.
Or talk to friends. Definitely do not withdraw. Because that can lead down a dark hole. Yeah. I've been there, done that.
Okay.
So try to, make yourself not withdraw.
Okay. And would you recommend a positive affirmation?
Yes. Positive affirmations. Talking to friends. Talking to family.
Yep.
And listening to audiobooks.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah. Can you turn? Is there any way you can turn off your Bluetooth, because you're muffled?
Listening to music, listening to audiobooks. And taking a relaxing bath if you can. Or a relaxing shower, whichever is more relaxing to you. And just generally talking to people about what's going on.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Any suggestions or for the viewers?
Uh,
those were my suggestions.
Oh, okay. All right, Haley, you're up.
That's what I asked. What was the question? That's the part that I missed.
The question is, we're talking about depression now. So, I don't know if you ever get depressed, but if you don't, I mean, everybody gets depressed. So that's kind of silly to say that, right? But no, but when you get depressed, what do you do to cope with it? And do you have any suggestions for the viewers on how they might or how they can cope with their depression if they're going through it or if they have depression?
It's the same thing that I deal with the way I deal with stress. Like, I mean, like to get my mind off things. I write my material, so it gets my mind off of it. I play games with my computer. I talk to people, just to get my mind off like of what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's mainly the same thing about about anything really.
And what about coping and coping mechanism? You know, maybe there's a viewer who has depression. So what would you say in terms of, you know, trying to cope with it? Same things as Nikki said.
For one thing, if it's like severe depression, get some help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Talk to a family member, talk to a friend, or even talk to a professional, like a psychologist or someone, or psychiatrist, wrong person. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
But don't ever feel like you're alone, because you're not. So.
No, definitely not.
Exactly.
Don't ever feel that way. If you think you're alone, no.
No.
You're
Exactly.
Definitely not.
I suffer from depression, but I've been happy for 2 years.
Yeah.
And you will continue.
All right then. Very nice. If you guys have any suggestions for topics for Haley and I, please leave them down below in the comments on this video or any of the other episodes that we have done. You can leave them in the comments on any on the other episodes that we've done. If you guys have any suggestions for topics for Haley and I actually do have. I would like to propose an idea for you for next Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about how technology has changed over the years. For example, when I went to elementary school, I had to schlep around a Perkins Braille every day to school. You know, it's not like we had iPhones back in the late 90s. We didn't. So maybe we could talk about how technology has changed our lives and how it's evolved over the years.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because with me, because I went blind in third grade, sorry, and I was dealing with braille writers and stuff, but then, like, when I got my first phone, I got introduced to VoiceOver and stuff, and that's when I got introduced to JAWS and NVDA and some other things, so,
All right.
yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, cool. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, Nikki, do you want to be a guest speaker next Sunday at 2:00 my time or no? Oh, no, you can't. Never mind.
No, I can't.
I forgot. See, this is what happens when you get to be my age. You start to get forgetful. Just kidding. That reminds me.
You're calling yourself old, man. No, I understand.
No, all right. Sorry about that, Nikki. I forgot. Sorry. So that reminds me, guys. So next weekend, you will only see, let's see, 21st, 22nd. No, 22nd. I'm confused now. 21st,
The
22nd.
21st and 22nd.
Yeah.
Right. So next week, so let's see. The 21st is Sunday, the 22nd is Monday. Okay.
Yep.
So you'll be able to be on Saturday then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then it will just be Haley and I next Sunday, you guys. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Nikki, thanks for being on. Now, what's your...
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Now, what's the deal with the keyboard? Do you want to do it tonight? Do you want to do it now?
Let's do it later. I'm kind of tired.
Okay. Do you want to do it at 7 my time, or will you be sleeping?
We can do it at 7 your time.
All right, then. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I love all of you. Happy Valentine's Day once again to all of you. And if you have a baby boo, make sure you do something special with them today in person if you can.
Yes.
If you're not in a long-distance relationship. So,
Or if it's not like 13 below,
yeah.
like it is here.
So, if you have a baby boo, make sure you do something special with them today. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and you guys will see Haley again on Saturday morning for the keyboard video. So, at 10 o'clock. So, you guys take care, and thank you so much for watching.